What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Ridge here to talk some MLB prop plays over on PrizePicks for Tuesday, May the 9th. Full slate today and lots of great games to talk about. Let's dive into it right after the intro.
He's got it! What a catch by Mookie Betts.
A lot of names that if you're not a Pirates fan,
Starting off at the top, let's start with Masataka Yoshida up against Charlie Morton. Yoshida's been on fire. 15.2 over the last 7, 12.1 over the last 14, and 10.2 for the season. His hitters fantasy score line on PrizePicks is only 6.5. I like the matchup. I think it's a great spot for him. I think you take advantage of it. And next on the list is a guy I took just, I believe, a couple days ago, Christian Walker, up against Jesus Luzardo, who's been great to start the year. Luzardo's been phenomenal for Miami, but Walker and lefties, man, dude is just mashing lefties. And you can see, regardless of whether it's lefty-righty splits, 9.3 on the season, 14.2 for the 14, and 18.8 for the last 7. He is on fire right now. Hit a massive home run just yesterday. Last but not least, Austin Riley up against Nick Pivetta today. Great spot for him. 300 average, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 12 at bats. So I am leaning a bit on the history. Batting in the middle of that order, a lot of guys on Atlanta have great favorable history against Pivetta. Riley is a guy that at 7 I'd be willing to take. I think there's a pretty good chance he pushes. I think he's got a great shot to score. Obviously, RBIs are always in the realm of possibilities for Riley. And then Marcell Ozuna, who hopefully will hit a little higher in the order today, has 4 home runs off Nick Pivetta. So there is lots of opportunities for him to score runs and drive in runners. And I think he's just in a great spot. You know, up against Pivetta, we'll see how he performs. Pivetta's been a little better than expected this year, but we'll see. The Braves lineup has been great. They have been a little hot or cold at times, but I think that Riley is in a great spot to perform today. So I do like these 3. Riley would be 3rd if I'm ranking the picks. I would go Walker first, Yoshida, and then Riley. Really like Yoshida and Walker today. I think they're very solid matchups. Let's get into the pitchers that I do really like today as well. I'm looking at Max Scherzer for an under. Mad Max has not been good this year, and his start coming back after the suspension was not good either. He allowed 6 runs, only had, I believe, 4 strikeouts, and today has to play in Cincinnati, which for a player whose fastball has not been good and has been getting hammered is not great. You know, Cincinnati's one of the best ballparks to hit home runs in, so there could be a ton of runs if Max's fastball isn't great, and so I have him for an under. His line isn't up on PrizePicks right now, but it's at 6.5 on DK. A little bit of juice to the under. I think he probably goes under today. Another one that I am really liking, even though, you know, the team, we'll see. Shane Bieber is a player who has a ton of upside. You know, he's been playing very well, you know, quality starts almost every day, but can't get the strikeouts for whatever reason. He just hasn't been getting the strikeouts. 16.6 K rate, 23.6 for the Detroit Tigers, which is slightly better than been playing overall. But I just don't know if he's going to get there. Like, Shane Bieber has only had 4 strikeouts in each of his last 5 starts. His only 7 strikeout game, which would be an over. 1 all year against Oakland. So again, you know, Detroit, Oakland, some parallels there. Detroit isn't quite as bad as Oakland. You know, I have him for right around 6. You know, we have a projection here from a model of 6. My, you know, morph projection is right around 5.5. You know, if I have it 5.2, you can see it right here. But it's just 6.5 is a lot. He would probably get to 7, and I think if he gets to 7, he's not going over that. The question is will we see the swing and miss stuff from Shane Bieber? And I just don't think it's going to be there. I think he's probably going to go under. The value on the books is insane. I can't believe this is even juiced to the over. Like I said, literally last 5 starts, 4 strikeouts in all of them. Some innings he's gone 7. Some innings he's gone 8. Still hasn't got 7 strikeouts. So it's just, I don't see where it's going to come from. Playing at home is better for him, but he just hasn't been getting the Ks. He hasn't been there, and same with Clark Schmidt. Hasn't been getting the Ks, and the thing I really like here, right? The model projections right on 5.2. K rate and opponent K rate line up almost perfectly. So you can see Oakland 25% K rate. Schmidt has a 25% K rate. So we should feel very confident that there isn't a lot of discrepancy here. When you see some guys, like even Shane Bieber here, 16% K rate with a 23% opponent, that should fall somewhere in the middle, right? Who's really driving the bus here? Is it the pitcher or is the lineup? And, you know, it could be a combination of both. But in the case of Schmidt, it's basically dead even. So if he's going to not face that many batters, which is what we're projecting because he doesn't really go deep in games, he has to strike out a lot. And if he's not going to be facing more than 20 batters, 21, 22 batters, like a Bieber, like a Scherzer would, because he's going to get hooked early, 6.5 is a pretty big number for a guy who, yes, Oakland is bad, but you still have to face the requisite batters to get that K upside, because he's probably not going to K 6 guys in 3 innings. Like, it's just probably not going to happen unless he's walking a ton and he's just focusing in on 1 or 2 guys. So I think all these unders are really good plays. Scherzer, wait for it to get posted. It should be up later. Schmidt, I just don't think he's going to face enough batters to really get that 7 Ks. And then Bieber, like I mentioned, great pitcher, has been pretty good so far this year, and his ERA is low, but he just hasn't had the strikeout upside, and that's kind of shown pretty easily here by the 16.6% K rate. And back to the hitters as a quick recap: Christian Walker, Masataka Yoshida, and Austin Riley over their hitters fantasy scores today, and then the unders for the K prop. So let's see how it goes, but I am liking all of these and some of the data behind it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe for more, and if we tail, give PrizePicks hell, and if we fail, do not bail. I'll probably be back tomorrow because there's another big slate on the board. So I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Good luck tonight, and I'm out. Peace.
He's got it. What a catch by Mookie Betts.
A lot of names that if you're not a Pirates fan, you probably don't
He's
know.
the closest thing we've seen to Mike Trout.
Yeah, the best team in the American League.
The Yankees have the most intimidating lineup in baseball.